Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
So you so you are the legendary Isekai. Fascinating.
Now my mind is clear right now. At last all too well. I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You've begun to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like.
And that was the new teaser trailer for One Punch Man to be shown on July 11, 2025. And welcome to another edition of the Katarlal podcast. Today we're going to do a watch along with Jupiter Ascending from 2015. And we got Sin Havoc in the chat. Good evening, morning, Qatar. Yeah, it's morning here. It's evening there. One Punch Man. Yep. Uh, Now, Jupiter Ascending is our next watch along. But first, we're on the road to 500 subs, and replay crew are most welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Continue support, and who knows, we might get a surprise one of these days. And a shout out to the Syndicate Network, the Executive Branch, and the Cool Table. Yeah, Project Stargate has begun. I saw the video from YouTube. Uh, really brace ourselves for the future. Like, share, and subscribe. Sells the way. And of course, the Syndicate Network plus the Executive Branch. And now, before we start, uh, Jupiter Ascending is a 2015 space opera film written, directed, and co-produced by the Wachowskis. This stars Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis, with Sean Bean, Eddie Redmayne, and Douglas Booth in supporting roles. The film is centered on Jupiter Jones, an ordinary cleaning woman, and Caine Wise, an interplanetary warrior who informs Jones that her destiny extends beyond Earth. Sounds familiar, sounds interesting, and time to start our watch along. Make sure you have your any uh, player, streaming player ready. And yes, in Havoc, those guys who did the Matrix, and I was surprised that somehow this movie flopped big time. Anyway, let's start in five, four, three, two, and one. Play. This is a Warner uh, Brothers production. Warner Brothers Pictures. Yes, it did. It did flop. Village Roadshow Pictures and Rat Pack. So technically, this is about a star child. It's somehow connected in the headlines happening in today's world. It's a love story. Maximilian Jones is the father of Jupiter, and somehow their DNA is a match for each other, even if they are from different planets, thus confirming the fact that God made man in his own image. Star Child comes from the star families, of course. So just to sync up, we're in 2 minutes 45 seconds of the movie. Beings colonizing other planets around the cosmos. Yeah, this is the premise of this movie, and somehow it's very familiar. A tale oldest time. When they say God, they mean gods. Uh, well, supreme being, and gods are extra dimensional beings. A tale as old as time. That's true. Jupiter is a cleaning lady. Yeah. Trouble with astrology. Total bullshit. Man, the planet Jupiter with that egg yolk eye, eye of the storm, giant storm, which is uh, a signature for that planet. I don't get why this movie flopped. It has all the elements of a good sci-fi story. Sin Havoc says many names: gods, mighty ones, fallen angels, the Anunnaki, great ones. Welcome to the old world. And do you think the U.S. is preparing, prep, bah, getting ready, and bracing themselves for the return of the uh, cosmic giants? This movie was very controversial. How controversial? Sin. This movie really looks good, but why do people? Why did it not uh, get the audience they wanted? Yes, they are. Yeah. Uh oh. Controversial enough to get the Vatican involved. Every time the Vatican is involved, something something happens. And Sin Havoc says some of the mighty ones are already here. Well, technically, they never left. If you believe all those alien ancient alien theories. So I'm preparing for Friday's watch along, which will feature this one, The Eternals, this coming Friday here in the Philippines, Thursday night there in the US. Similar themed, but was The Eternals considered a flop? That is the question. Jupiter Ascending is technically a flop. Why? With the budget of 176 to 210 million and a box office of 184 million only. Technically, yeah, flop after flop. Some of them never left. They just traveled and come back. Yeah, they just roamed the earth somewhere. Project Stargate is the beginning of the, yeah, maybe they're gonna do first contact somehow. So this movie has all the alien species. This movie show genetic engineering. Yes. Actually, I watched this only once, way back on DVD, and sort of forgotten it for a long time. But yeah, it does. It's kind of weird that there's the egg. Did you see the egg being transported to a military base? The species shown here are technically reptilian, some grays, some and yes, uh, Channing Tatum is makes a cool alien being. I just remembered his the last scene of this movie, but that would spoil everything. This laser fight reminds me of that scene on that massive flop movie Highlander 2, flying disc, similar to Mr. Miracles. All right, changing network again. Why is the internet being okay? Wow, being wonky. So the alien races, reptilian, grays, Pleiadians, Nordics, Draconians, Venusians. Oh, internet is wonkier and wonkier by the minute. We see there there's so many uh, on the list, different star systems. Just to sync up, 11 minutes. Okay. As I said, this reminds me of Highlander 2, the the flying part. And this looks like another alien species. The Stargate, man, very similar to what Zack Snyder did in Rebel Moon. Entering the starship is entering the Jupiter airspace. Now, if this movie was anime, this would be cool. And there's the Draconian species, different uh, species. Oh, uh, VFX is better than what we get from the current movies. It looks like the Draconians technically are modeled after reptilian dragons, and somehow this is familiar. If you're familiar with the comic book characters from the Teen Titans, the Gordonians, it's very the same. It's very the same, similar to the designs here. Now, Mila Kunis. Where did Mila Kunis uh, from? She's from that 70s show. So the Wachowski was approached about creating an original IP and franchise. And this is the result. They had the script, the script, the first draft. Now, during this time, uh, Warner Brothers was not uh, in the red. Draconians and reptilians have some similarities. Yeah, probably the difference is between the Draconians have wings. No fighting at dinner. Mila Kunis, that 70 shows, Bad Moms. Well, this was 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago. Now, does this movie have a cult following or, you know, Channing Tatum, G.I. Joe, 21 Jump Street, uh, and what else? The one where he's dancing. Sean Bean. Yep. So many movies. Yeah. If we collect all the movies throughout the years, man, probably fill the earth with films. The year 2025 is a good year for some people. Why are they performing an abortion? This is so weird, man. Oh boy. And here, whoa, this is the Grays and Dreamy and Harley says, what is Jupiter ascending? What is this movie about? Also, hello, Dreamy and Harley. Actually, this movie is about uh, an interplanetary warrior and the matriarch of the universe. Yeah, you did tell me, Sin. Uh, this is so good. So this alien race looks like pixies. Sin Havoc says Galactic Wars and the politics of it all. And of course, Channing Tatum as a alien warrior. They look like Vulcans or Ru- someone from Romulus. Sinhavok says Hollywood sometimes tell you the truth. You just need to see it for yourselves. Actually, yeah, that's so true. Plus, the people, the people that watches this kind of movie are all better suited for this kind of movies. Time stamp 24 minutes and 6 seconds. Man, a former legionnaire. So technically, Channing Channing Tatum's character is a former legionnaire, intergalactic soldier. So the writer is, of course, the Wachowskis, the guys who give. Yeah, he's a hybrid, and somehow during the end of the film, we'll see how much of a hybrid. Whoa. So Dreamy and Hardy says, "What are you guys talking about? My character called my profile, who is also a legionnaire and a hybrid of an alien and a human." Legionnaire, as in Legion of Superheroes. Legionnaires are some kind of super soldier. Yeah. And of course, Dreamy is an Altorian from the comic books. When they created the character of Dream Girl way, way back, she was the most beautiful Legion member ever. Her powers was, of course, premonition. Yes, everybody talks about Dream Girl because she, of course, is Dream Girl. But I like the older version during the 5 year later storyline. Dream Girl was already the high seer of Naltor by then. Man, it's a gray. Did you know, Sin, that they theorize that the grays are uh, evolved humans? Can you believe that? Sinavok says cats are like Lyrans and dogs are from Orion, Zeta star systems. Okay, Dreamy and Hardy says, can you tell me more about that lore? Because as a new character called Dreamer, there's a new character called Dreamer who is the great, 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 great something. And we have Sean Franklin in the chat. So originally, to answer uh, Dreamy and Hardy, originally Dream Girl was from the 30th century and a member of the Legion of Superheroes. Now, Dreamer uh, is a new creation that they first made for the Supergirl series, making her backtrack to be the the original Sin Havoc says some of them are because of genetic manipulation and experimentation. Yeah. That's we're talking Sin and I are talking about the grays. Okay, the The special effects reminds me of Man of Steel. The VFX is that good in this movie. So Dreamy and Hardy says, I have binders full of ideas. And yep, says Sinhava. You should read more of the past Legion of Superheroes comic to understand the whole power of Dream Girl. Dreamy is of course Dream Girl's nickname, and she was married to Starboy. So how did uh, Channing Tatum's character learn to drive a car? The House of Abraxas. I have, but I don't have time to read all of them. When what can she do? Can you explain it quickly? Dream Girl is like Dreamy, technically the same, has power of premonition, and they have their powers through dreaming. Yeah, that's why the Legion protects Dreamy whenever she goes to sleep. Sinavok says, "You see houses, yes, House of Braxis and the such." Man, so this is Balem Abraxas is played by Eddie Redmayne. Douglas John Booth plays Titus Abraxas. Sean Bean's character hasn't appeared yet. Our timestamp for this movie 35 minutes, 34 seconds. Yep. Eddie Redmayne looks uh, alien. Yep, Redmayne is evil in this movie. Yeah. Now we see Sean Bean. Sean Bean plays Stinger Apini, a sort of Han Solo type character, half human and half, which gives him enhanced speed, special vision, and a high sense of loyalty. Yeah, Redmayne is a great actor, and Sean Bean is a legend. Man, the honeybees are going around Jupiter's character. So Jupiter is royalty. She's half alien, half human. The bees sense her and who she really is. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, she is. They strip something from uh, Channing Tatum's back. It's his wings. First time I saw those wings, I was reminded of, well, first Angel, then Tanagarian, because, of course, I'm a Hawkman fan. And I wanted a Hawkman movie for so long. Honeybees are genetically designed to recognize royalty. That's why worker bees follow their queen, the queen bee. So that's the major plot for uh, Caine Wise's character, genetically engineered super soldier, half human and half canine. This is somehow a good story. And okay, for just for syncing up, timestamp is 41 minutes 24 seconds. The House of Abraxas. And so Vanessa Kirby was in this movie as Catherine Dunleavy, Jupiter's friend. I sort of didn't recognize her. How come every gun, alien gun used in the movies, all look the same? Mm-hmm. Do this is so good. So that's why he has pointy ears. He's half canine. Oros is the birthplace of the human race? What the hell? The Great Expansion. Sargon. Yeah, technically, this is the rabbit hole where we're going there. Yeah, the rabbit hole is wide open. Man, human species mixed with. Is this the Nephilims? Crossbreeding? Wait until you see the Garden of Eden really is. Didn't you send me that video, uh, Sin? Oh boy. So far, Stenhouse says it's explained in this movie, Eternals Prometheus, the Garden of Eden. I sense that the only big hit the Wachowski had was The Matrix, as in big hit, and their last Matrix movie, Matrix Resurrection, flop big time. Stargate, oh boy. The Garden of Eden is basically a lab. Oh, petri dish. Man, he will harvest the planet. Man, this movie is one of the best sci-fi movies I watch in. Man. It's all about uh, ownership and property. So Earth is just entering the genetic age. It's called incarnation. Vampire race. Really? Matrix is the Wachowskis' biggest hit. Honestly, yes, until all their other movies sort of missed. The vampire race is real. Yeah, the vampire nation, as seen in both Blade and the Lycans. Yep, the Lycan race, as seen in the Underworld film series. Man, Fountain of Youth. Holy crap. Man, clones, not low clones, but it's called industry. Man, this movie is more an action flick as compared to the later alien films like Prometheus, Alien Covenant, those are horror thrillers. And did you see Alien Romulus? Lots of stuff. Yes. Ah. How can one person own the earth? Wow. Not what I expected at all. Yeah. So Jupiter is an Abraxas. This is one of the most weird sci-fi adventure I've watched. Your Majesty. The great red spot of Jupiter. And they flush out the Draconian. Our timestamp is 59 minutes and 50 seconds. And Saturn. Yeah. These galactic wars has been going on for eons, according to Sin Havoc. This uh, the business aspect of the Abraxas. Reminds me of the spice war in Dune. Half dog, half human. Man, this is title transfer. My God, this is basically whoever wrote this. This is red tape. And they need the tax ID. Man, why is the bureaucracy uh, the same in other planets? This, of course, gets weirder and weirder. So far, I'm enjoying watching this movie. Yeah, so far, so good. And she's being marked. Uh, because the bureaucracy came from them. That makes sense, actually. The bureaucracy was given to us. So the concept of taxation came from them. Yeah, big, big yes. Well, that's exactly what it is. Yep. Man, this feels like uh, they have uh, old world, a feel of the old world. So what happened? Now I understand why the push for a more wacky superhero uh, interpretation of the Justice League. They can't stand uh, the harsh truth or harsh truth of the old world. Honestly, they can't stand uh, dark side. They can't stand apocalypse. The old world returns. You see why? Yeah, but the truth has a way of revealing itself, no matter how hard uh, people covered it up. So basically, Jupiter is an Abraxas from the house of Abraxas. He's the sister. She's the sister of Titus and Balaam. it would have been better if they did Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern similar to this movie. You know, more more action in space and less the ties to Earth. Sinavok says the seven sisters of the North Star, Polaris, Pleiadians, Pleiadians, Pleiadians. Man, and my tongue is twisting. Did you know that the planet Thanagar revolves around the star Polaris? Yeah, that's why I really enjoyed the alien version of Hawkman. Alpha Centaurians. There's a character in DC Comics called Alpha Centaurian who was basically a centurion from Rome and was endowed with superpowers. And Tanagerns are real as well. Probably. I mean, where does the symbol of Horus came from, right? A hawk god of some sort, angels with wings. Grant Morrison replaced Hawkman when the Hawkman character was so toxic in comics with the angel Zariel from the Eagle Host of Heaven. Could have been great if they made him the new Hawkman, but that will make Hawkman more toxic. Hawkhead, hawk-headed god. Yep, and that reminds me of another movie, Stargate. Yeah, and the series. Although I like the movie better, it has ties between aliens and Egypt, which is a good plot twist if they did Hawkman correctly. Yep, Kemet. Kemet is the old name for Egypt back in the day, the old world. So this guy, uh, Douglas Booth, played Boy George in the BBC. Uh, the BBC film Word About the Boy, the story of Culture Club. Basically, this is all about ownership of the earth. Whoa. Being thrown to the vacuum of space. He should have explosive decompression, but since he's a hybrid, somehow he survived. Yeah. Now he has his own flight suit. Whoa, Draconians! Shit! You're the mother. Timestamp 1 hour, 20 minutes, 26 seconds. Yeah, look at that. So why? The wedding is just a contract. Hmm. Hmm. Marriage for convenience, for money. Contract? So somehow is uh, ZSJL2 inevitable? Yeah, I see what you're talking about, man. It'll be awesome once another story with aliens flops. And like what Skywalker the Jedi, if Superman L is that good, it should have been showing by now. Hmm. So the hashtag Sin Havocs, right, really makes sense. Money problems. So they're talking about uh, the marriage for the ownership of Earth. So I feel like this movie should have been exploited more, explored more. It's technically good. That's gonna upset everyone. Yeah, it will, especially those antis. I laugh. I will laugh at what's happening. So basically, the design for the droids feels like something from Mobile Suit Gundam. Sin Havoc was right. The hashtag. Why not? Yeah, right? Why not? So, did you sign the petition to have Henry Cavill back as Superman? This is a slap with the face for Gunny Poo. Mobile Suit Gundam came from the old world. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And the fact that send you the, I will send you the link. Wait. And you have it. My connection is so damn slow. And yeah, you're welcome, Sin. Go vote, man. Go vote. A good number of people has had voted for the return of Henry Cavill as Superman. And I sent you something on your DM. Uh, Superman doing the Nazi salute. Boah, ha, ha. They made this adventures movie into a love story. The VFX of this movie, man, top grade. Art timestamp 1 hour 29 minutes 37 seconds, and I'm enjoying every bit of this movie. And how many percent wants Henry Cavill back as Superman now? Sinavok. Yeah, I vote everyone. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Uh oh. Yeah, 95%. That's an overwhelming positive. That's awesome. And we have Brogu in the chat. Hello, Brogu. We're doing the watch along for Jupiter Ascending. Yes, Sin, that's awesome. And yeah, we have Brogu. So for Brogu, our timestamp is 1 hour 31 minutes and 20. Yeah, lots of alien uh, races here. But on Earth, we only have one race, the human race. The gate is prepped. Whoa. Did they pull out this movie early? Or, I can't explain. I can't understand why this movie flopped. It has all the elements of a blockbuster. Brogu said the movie is well underway. I'll hang out with you guys for a little while. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. In a weird way, this movie has all the elements of being good, but somehow people didn't watch it. This is all about ruling the universe, man. Create and destroy. This guy has a god complex. Man. Hey, wait. Hey, Qatar. It snowed here in Houston today. That's unheard of in this area. Uh-oh. What's happening? This is what Sin Havoc's been talking about for years now. We should buckle up and be prepared. Be prepared. Man, that's unheard of. Yeah. Damn. Freak weather pattern, snowing in Houston, flooding in Dubai. Are we being terraformed? Red tape is still very obvious in this movie. Contracts. Yep, it's terraforming. What's next? James Gunn makes a Superman movie. Did you notice that Superman has no hype? Sinavok suggests James Gunn's movie cannot uh, cannot hype itself for what it is. Whoa, man, no hype at all, says Sinavok, and Brogu said, I noticed there's no hype behind it because they're all doing reshoots and they have no money to do reshoots. That's basically the reason WBD is cooked and burned to the crisp. He made it through the firmament. The setting looks like something from that planet in Rebel Moon. Harvesting. Harvesting is, man, that's the reason behind these contracts. Who owns Earth? Nobody owns Earth. Yeah, girl. Yeah, this is so good. Timestamp 1 hour, 41 minutes, 15 seconds. The Gravhall is raptured, and you know what happens when the gaseous atmosphere of Jupiter, an enclosed space. Mhm. Yeah, yep. I hope they make they make Rebel Moon Part 3. That would be cool. Plus, Henry Cavill's Voltron has started filming, has started production. Gonna be an awesome time to be a Henry Cavill fan. Saturn has a star in a cube. Uh huh. And also, Henry Cavill is a super dad. Congratulations, Mr. Cavill. Nash looks like uh, has a head of an elephant. Yeah, right. And evil guy fell. Really a Gordonian. Remember the final three episode of season two of Justice League when the Tanagarians used the Gordonians as red herrings for the conquest of Earth. Man, this is good. This is good. Man. So why is there no backlash uh, over the use of slow mo in this movie? The manufactured hatred for Zack Snyder's movie sucks big time. Also, in July, this was released in the Sundance Film Festival in July, January 27, 2015. That means uh, it should have made more, but turns out this is an art film. And somehow, this movie is better than Guardians of the Galaxy, but life is funny that way. And Brogu says, enjoy the rest of the movie, Qatar and Sin, and enjoy the rest of your week. This is the way. Thank you for joining us, Brogu. This is the way. Hearts all. Does that make me a Nazi? Shots fired. Let's go. Does my did my hand signal make me a Nazi? No. No. Not no, not at all. Some of us think straight and yes, Brogu. I Brogu says, I am forever night. I am Brogu. Forever night. School. Must salute was definitely Nazi. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, man. It's an autistic method of doing my heart belongs to you. Just like what was her name? Kamala Harris did her hand salute Natsuwe. No, I think everyone just likes to brand a South African as Nazis, and I lost some followers because I said on Twitter that's not the Nazi hand salute. Life is funny that way. So Elon Musk will buy TikTok next, and there won't be any fact checking on Facebook anymore. Plus, I saw all these wankers condemn Musk on uh, threads. He admitted that he's an what's that? Idiot. Idiot? What? Ijiji? Well, not as funny as Joe Biden trying to kiss uh, Melania Trump. Oh, yeah. Look up Old World, Sumerian gods. Yeah, I need to look up Sumerian gods actually. And that's why I know that uh, the name Allah is the Sumerian moon god. I kid you not. Our timestamp is 1 hour 54 minutes 42 seconds. So they bought her the telescope she has always wanted. I would have wanted a telescope like that, honestly, just for stargazing. So, how would you rate this movie, Sin? I rate it as that's quite high considering. Yes, he did. Trump said we're going back to Mars, and Sin Havoc, 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's a nice rate. There he is, the wings. This actually is a prototype for Hawkman, considering this is from WB, Warner Bros. And yeah, keyword is back. Oh, man. Project uh, Stargazer, was it? And yes, This was a good movie, all things considered. That's why, Sin, that's why Trump has okay, that movie was Project Stargate is gonna happen. Stargate is gonna happen, and it has begun. So basically, the only way to go to Mars from Earth is through a Stargate. 7.5 over 10. Sin. That's good. Man. Welcome to the Bronze Age. Yeah. That's one way. Yeah, this is amazing. That's amazing. Work through Einstein, uh, a Steingate to get to. There are other ways to get to Mars. Yep. And the only way to save on fuel is through a Stargate. Honestly, they have the technology. Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, that's what the Steingate is is actually the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard. Anyway, thank you guys for joining my stream. Thanks to Sin Havoc, Dreaming and Harley, Dreamy and Harley, Sean Franklin, and of course, uh, Brogu for joining the chat. Hydrogen energy arms race begins. Yeah, for fuel. And yes, like, subscribe, and share this channel. Fun stream, everyone. Thanks, Sin. And yes, this is the way. I'm out of here.
lied to me?
Because I saved them.
Well, that's why I waited until you were there. I got the information I needed. No one died. I did it your way.
He does have a point.
I know it got lost in all the confusion, but we still have some issues to settle here. There are only heroes and there are villains.
You think yourself a hero, but you would let these criminals go free.
Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.